Welcome to our 12 days of genealogy media resources.
Each day, we're sharing different tools, platforms, and resources that can help you grow your family history skills.
We'll explore websites, books, podcasts, TV shows, and other helpful media that we've used on our own genealogy journey.
Whether you're a beginner or you've been researching for years, these resources can guide, inspire, and support your work.
So let's jump into today's genealogy media resource. Hey everybody, welcome back to Journey Through the Generations. We are excited to be doing our 12 days of genealogy media resources.
This is one of my favorite times of the year, and this is one of my favorite series that we do here on the podcast.
Yeah, the first time we did it, I think, was in 2022.
I think
maybe
so.
3, something like that.
One of those, yeah.
And we didn't get through all 12 days in 2024. So we are excited about 2025. We're going to actually get all 12 days this year. So that's a good thing about doing it all at one time. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to worry about it later, especially during the busy holiday season. But anyway, the first one we're going to talk about is the 52 Ancestors in 52 Weeks, I guess, blog challenge.
Yeah, it's kind of like a writing challenge. The premise was thought of by Amy Johnson Crow. I originally learned about her at Roots Tech the first time we went to Roots Tech in 2019. And that's how I found out about this challenge. The premise is that she sends out prompts, you sign up for it, and you get an email every week. And she gives you prompts or themes that you write about every week. So there's 52, and you somehow put those themes into your family history, family history that you've done already, the research, your ancestors, the community that you live in, things like that.
And it doesn't necessarily have to be a writing challenge. You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to do, 52 podcast episodes or YouTube videos or whatever it is, you can do that, which is not a bad idea.
Yeah, that is.
I know you mainly do the writing part of it, but it's not a bad idea to do something like that.
Yeah, the thing that I love about it is that she gives you traditional themes in genealogy, like DNA and cemeteries and the fan club principles and brick wall as your themes. But she also helps me to think outside the box with some unusual themes or prompts for different weeks. Because this year, because I've been doing it this year, some of the unusual ones that aren't necessarily something you would think about in family history were overlook, surprise, artistic, natural disaster, water, and fire, just to name a few. And the ones that aren't genealogy related are the ones that helped me with my writing and seeing my ancestors and my community that I write about in a different way. And
you hear this and you say writing, well, I can't write, or I'm not good at writing stories or something like that. And that's not what it's all about. It's about you thinking about your family, writing about them, and you're not trying to write a book. You can write this down and never share it with anybody. It's not what it's about. That's how Trisha has decided to do hers, but you don't have to do that. And so don't let your fear of writing or people reading it or getting judged or feedback or whatever the case may be, don't let that stop you from participating in this.
Right.
And Trisha, if I'm not mistaken, you correct me if I'm wrong, we're in it's middle of November, end of November right now. So you have done every single week this year up to now, right?
I have. Week 47 was this week.
And this is your first time having done every single one. And you've been doing it for how long?
I've started this in 2019. And the first time I did it, I didn't blog it. I went to Walmart and I just bought a journal And I wrote it all down, and I did all 52 weeks, but I didn't post any of it. I just wrote it in my journal. And then the next year I started and I didn't finish it. I had a lot going on with my family in 2020, and then I didn't do it in 2021. And then I've been on and off, but this is the first time I've actually ever blogged it and posted it. And that is something that I had to work up to, even as a blogger myself.
Yeah, I think we have some kind of sense of normalcy in our family right now, where it's still kind of crazy just because of all the things that we have going on, but it's not as crazy as it has been the past 4 or 5 years. So that, I'm proud of you for keeping up with it and doing it every week, because that's takes a lot of conviction and determination to do it and to make it a priority.
Yes, and I will say that although I consider it a writing challenge, I did incorporate a lot of my family photos in this. So some of my blogs are just photos that I'm explaining what the photos are. And so a lot of that, didn't need a lot of writing. So you can finesse it any way you want to do it. I mean, this is your challenge. You do it the way you want to do it. But you do have the opportunity to post or write about it on her Facebook page, Generations Cafe. That's where all the posts are. And she posts that week's prompt. And then in the comments, you can put what you would write about, what you have written about, the picture that makes you think about this prompt. A lot of different people do a lot of different things with this challenge.
And you don't have to be an experienced, family historian or genealogist to be able to do this, because 52 topics for a beginner, you might not have anything to write about during every week because it's something you just don't have the information on yet. But what I would tell you to do is when you run into those weeks, that you use that week to research that topic and try to find something about your family. And you may not, but you can write about what you did, where you looked, how you did it, what you found, and how that made you feel. And it helps you become a better researcher as well.
That's true.
There's definitely ways that you can do this. So it doesn't matter what level of expertise you are in this, in genealogy or whatever. You can do this this challenge.
Yes.
So,
and the participants in this and the people who follow this, because a lot of people follow this on Facebook and don't participate, but they read them all. They are very encouraging. They read your work. And this, you have to remember, these are people who love family history and want to know more about other people's stories. So a lot of people will be able to encourage you and tell you just how great your stuff is. And that will help you want to do it. And that has helped me, because people have read my stuff that, of course, I've never met, that have praised my work, my research, my writing. Even when I don't think it's good and it's something very short that I feel like I just threw together, they say, oh, I hadn't thought about genealogy in that way, or this word made me think of this. I like the way you interpreted it. So it's very encouraging.
And that's good. Like, you don't have to write a novel, Yeah,
it doesn't have to be War and Peace of Roots.
Yeah, write a paragraph, write 2 paragraphs, whatever you want to write, write it. So
I would suggest that you just give it a try. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and you try it again. Once you, fall off a bike, you just get back on it. So it might seem like a lot, but just give it a try and see how you like it and what you think about it, and put your own spin on it, and that might help.
For sure. So it is called 52 Ancestors in 52 Weeks. Go to Amy Johnson Crow's website, which is
amyjohnsоncrow.com, and
learn more about the project and get started now and start warming up to 2026. So we appreciate you guys, and we'll talk to you later or tomorrow. Right?
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to y'all. Thanks for joining us for another day in our 12 days of genealogy media resources. Be sure to follow or subscribe and check the description box for links and more details. Come back tomorrow for the next resource. We'll see you then.